You are tuned in to episode 75, Goodfellas Podcast, G5 Jeff TV, aka G5, aka 5, aka the Guru. Next to me got my partner, Boxing First Vlog, aka the General, aka Blunt, aka Blunt Bayless, aka Mr. 1K in the building. What's going on, good brother?
It's good with everybody, man. Another day in boxing, these boxing streets, ready to get to it. What's happening with you?
Absolutely. Everything straight. VP Shane will be jumping in here in a little bit from parts unknown. You know what I'm saying? But he'll be blessing us with his presence in a little bit. You know
The
what I'm saying?
International Phantom.
Yeah, the international bandit, VP Shane will be in here in a little bit. Uh Slimy Guys team said, "What's good, fellas? What's going on with you, family?" Kiki, what's going on with you? I know Dallas gonna be lit. Texas gonna be lit in a quick minute. Big shout out to Kiki. My guy, Padman McGriff in the building. Big shout out to him. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be announcing this, but I'm gonna announce it anyway. Newest member of the Devin Haney team, Coach Padman McGriff. Congrats to him. Well deserved. VP Shane in the building. What's going on, good brother?
I'm good, bro. What's up?
Everything good, man. Everything good. Getting the pleasantries out the way, man. We got a
Shout out to
lot to
Padman
really.
as well, bro. Shout out to
Yeah.
Padman. I see you're going to the UK, bro. I'm not even gonna be there with you. Unfortunately, I'm not even gonna be there, bro.
Um, yeah, so Padman and Floyd Mayweather Sr. is supposed to be doing basically like an exhibition where they're gonna be doing like different pad work and things like that. And they're gonna be out there for I think for a week. I think they're gonna be out there for a week. So big shout out to Padman McGriff. He's been making
What's
his
up,
rounds in
blood?
these boxing streets.
What's going on, little bro?
Good to see you, bro.
Oh man, same here, family. You know me, man. I'm a soldier, baby. You know what I mean? You gonna hit me with an anvil, keep me down.
Right. Yeah. So
Right.
we in here rocking. You know what I'm saying? We got Willie G in the building. Says Spence uh looking the best I've ever seen him. Um the Willie G, we gonna get to that in a second. The one thing I will say is Spence don't ever I've never seen Spence out of shape coming into a fight. Like he always looks like tip top. Like I can definitely give him that. And we gotta
I
thank him
mean,
for that for being professional.
there was that one time he was a bit out of like overweight. That time when him and AB was at that fight, and he was a bit drunk or something. You remember that?
That's off season, bro. I'm talking about in season. That was off season. He's now hold on now. Let me get this straight. Now he is known in these boxing streets to be lit during these boxing events, and he's not boxing. That's his reputation. He be right there with AB and all them, be lit, something crazy. So I ain't talking all
You
season.
skipped a
All
comment
season.
though, bro.
Hmm.
You skipped a comment. You skipped a
I
comment.
skipped one. My bad.
Yeah.
Padman, pound for pound boxing gym in London. You know what
Yeah, I
that's
know.
at,
I
Shay?
know what that is. If I was
Okay.
in London, I probably could have got like some backstage pass or something, but that would have been unfortunate. I would have been
Yeah.
able to
Pulled
be
up.
right there, bro.
Yeah. We just going to have to run into him in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Charles Wilson in the building said, "What up, fellas? What's going on with your family? Appreciate you stopping through. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, but Spence had his media workout today. Um, I mean, he looked typical Spence to me. Like I mean, he looked in shape. He looked ready. Looked like he's on weight, on target. You could tell he got a bad. I don't know if y'all seen it, but he got a. They had some of the typical media that we like to talk about in there, and they was asking some dumbass questions. So he put a couple of them in check, which I thoroughly enjoyed. But what's y'all thoughts? Kind of just going into this fight, like what any thoughts?
I got a thought.
Hmm.
I ain't heard nothing about no Vita testing. What's going
We
on
gonna
with
get
that?
we gonna get to that in a second. You got any thoughts outside of that,
Uh,
or you want to get right into that?
I mean, just we still worry about the eye, but we got to see that jab from Ugas. Would it be accurate enough to even cause an issue? So you know, what I mean, that's really my only concern with physically with both of them because they both look pretty decent shape. So physically, I don't see anything that'll give you pause.
What you think, Shane?
That is food. Now I know that Crawford is gonna be that big fight between Crawford and Spence is basically down the line, bro. Spence is gonna put that dude in a casket. He's like, but yeah,
You kind of chopping in and out. I'm catching words a little bit.
that's unfortunate, bro. Um, that's unfortunate. You still can't hear me.
I can hear you now. You kind of cutting in and out.
Sit still.
Yeah, that's crazy. All I can say is sometimes though, like before a big fight, you always get an upset. Like before Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson, Buster Douglas upset the apple cart, and then Usyk upset the apple cart with AJ and Fury. So you never know. Ugas might cause an upset. I don't know if you heard anything I just said there, but
I heard you. Yeah, I mean, throughout boxing history, I mean, you always gotta worry about the upset, but that's more reason to get these fights on and stop marinating shit. You know what I'm saying? Guys, we want to set it up, had a situation just right, and all that, and you can get upset. You can get upset, and it's throughout boxing history, man. Like it's been throughout boxing history. Kiki said he looked amazing. Yeah, physically he looked typical Spence. He
I'm
looked
sure he
typical
looked
Spence.
good. The Kiki.
Spence looked like
Love you, ma.
Spence looked like a money bag with muscles. Like, yeah, big shout out to Kiki. Padman said, "What happened to Spence's offense?" LOL. I think his O would be just fine, Padman. Like, you know what? I've never seen Spence do any of like the fancy pad work. So I guess Padman, whenever we talk to you, I kind of want to get your take on fighters that don't do the fancy pad work. Like what things do you what kind of patterns, what kind of things can you do on the pads where it doesn't look Mayweather-esque? You know what I'm saying? And we both talked off camera about how guys are kind of sick and tired of doing that. You know what I'm saying? So Pat, man, we'll rap about that on camera whenever we get you on, bro. Kiki said, "Come on now, Shane. Business is business. After business is handled, he has the freedom to do what he pleases. Man down, big fish." I don't have a problem with Spence positioning himself for maximum leverage. It's just Terrence Crawford is rumored that he's going to be signing a 2-fight deal with PBC, and I think Spence can positioning himself to be the A side and the apple card in this situation. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what he's supposed to do. And it wasn't about Spence anyway. It was about Terrence Crawford and who he was aligned with. He was aligned with Top Rank. They knew the contract was going to expire. Why pay Bob, a portion of the money and negotiate with the rival when you can just wait until the contract ran out? And that's what Al Heyman did. Typical business 101 type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Now, but that when you do things like that, you can have out of the ring issues such as car accidents and things like that. So in
Correct.
a way, it looked like it worked out, but will we really get the elite of these guys? Because again, this is 2 to 3 years down the line. I mean, both of them looking good, but could we have got a better fight 3 years ago with an unscathed Spence? You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I mean, again, if you talking about just keeping the money, yeah, but if you talking about really making the best fight, the longer you wait, the less likely we are. I mean, the more likely we are to get a Floyd Pacquiao sort of event where it's not really a great clash.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree 100%. That's kind of the balance that you have to, really wrestle with, when you're talking about making these mega fights, you know what I mean? The business side and then lining it up with, both guys facing each other in their prime, So Willie G said gonna be fight of the year candidate. I feel like if Ugas is I think Ugas is going to have to. This is a tough fight for Ugas, man. This is a tough fight for Ugas, man.
Man, when
Like
he gonna be mad at me? I ain't
I
gonna lie, bro. I got the this is off topic a little bit, but still on topic. I got Stan Jonas and Butaviev as fight of the year candidate, fight of that night candidate. Like
that could very well be the fighter tonight.
He's gonna be a banger.
To be honest with you, this is my favorite card out of all of the cards so far up until June or July, simply because of the free portion of this card. The free portion of this card is insane. Like it's insane.
Bro,
Like
I equated like the free portion. I think it's not as good as the Showtime card that they had with the Cassiano and when the what's the other dude Aronosian and that sort of card that was on Showtime. That was a great card, and this kind of reminds me of that. Like, you know what I mean? As far as being a free portion, you can't lose. You can't go wrong.
yeah, I think it's because Batayev and Stan Jonas. I mean that fight, that quote, it's like 3 fights on that free portion, man. And I ain't gonna lie, like if they told me to throw $10 at that card, man, I would pay it.
I would.
I would pay it.
Tip them. I'll tip them.
I would tip them. I would tip them like I real rap. Why wouldn't there be VADA testing? So Kiki, usually now Victor Conti came out and said that he hasn't seen anything in regards to VADA testing. Now, of course, you have to be careful with Victor Conti because whenever he speaks, you got to ask yourself what agenda is he pushing, who he working with. You know what I'm saying? Just based off of past experience, things like that. But I have not seen any VADA testing for Spence or Ugas. I haven't heard of any. I haven't seen any. And Kiki, the reason why that's a little alarming to me, and I'm not saying that there's not VADA testing, but you usually see or hear something to, kind of indicate that there's VADA testing. For example, VADA was in Philly. They went by Boozy and them gym, and they started VADA testing for Boots, for Castillo Clayton. I know that for a fact. You understand what I'm saying? I know that for a fact. So that's something I can point to and say, yes, there's VADA testing in that, in that fight. I just haven't seen or heard anything. So when a guy like Victor Conti comes out and says, hey, listen, I don't know if there's any VADA testing or there's lack of VADA testing when it comes down to PBC, period, it's a little alarming.
I got a question, though. I haven't, to be honest, I haven't really heard that about Spence in general throughout his career. Like, he's a guy that's a big supporter of it, or he's a guy that's enrolled, or anything of that nature. I don't think it's really came up in any of his fights, not against Mikey. I just don't remember any testing being a part of any of his events. Not against Danny. I don't remember talking about VADA with this guy or anybody that he's faced in particular. So is it him? And he's the type of guy that doesn't want that bought up?
Well, the one thing that I will say, and I know this for a fact, because Shane and I talked about this, this had been well over a year and a half ago, but the WBC came out with a list about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and they were saying people that didn't enroll in VADA, and Spence was one of the names, and a lot of people was coming in my neck and Shane neck at that particular time saying that he don't have to register for VADA because he's on the IBF route and not the WBC route. And Shane and I basically responded and was just like, yo, if you a clean fighter and money is no issue, it ain't coming out of his pocket, go ahead and go register for it. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of the times when we don't hear about Spence and the whole VADA thing, people will bring up the IBF, but I'm like, yo, if you got a chance to register, like, go register. You know what I'm saying? Go register. Like, but you don't hear.
But is he a part of anything? You got Snack or Snick or
I don't know. I don't know what he's in per se. But I just know for a fight of this magnitude, the best drug testing should be administered for these mega fights. So whether you WBC or not, VADA should be involved because they're the only company to catch people.
I'll put it to you like this. If it hasn't come up to this point, we definitely it's going to be a topic of discussion for Undisputed. I just think it's going to be the number one topic because it's not been a big thing pushed as far as media against Spence or really digging into what he's doing behind the scenes, even though he doesn't come off as a guy that rolls in those circles. You know what I mean? He doesn't have a lot of the out of the ring issues, like a party dude that's got to kind of make up for certain extracurricular activity, so to speak. You feel me? So
right.
I think we can kind of give him the benefit of the doubt currently.
Yeah.
But when you talking Undisputed, this is like a type of fight to catapult you towards the Hall of Fame. We haven't had Undisputed at welterweight, and I had to dig into the history books to find out.
I want to go back and say, was it Zab and Corey Spinks
For Undisputed?
I think that's as far. I think that's as far back. Yeah, I think that's the last.
Plus.
That's 20 plus.
For the hottest division, for the hottest division in boxing, consistently the hottest division over the past 40 years. I would say
I think it was Zab. I think it was Zab and Corey.
That's
Spinks.
a long time. That's a long time.
Real long
to not
time.
To not even have, let's say, action at it. Like it hasn't even really been a build up in the welterweight division over these years until currently within the last, I say 3 to 5 with Spence and obviously the route he was going and ending up trying to go up against Crawford. So it ain't really been a topic of discussion, but it's been a division that's kind of been filled in each promotional group with a nice level of fighters. So they've kind of been able to rotate the belts and within their certain camps. So, I mean, it's a good thing that is happening now, but I think, Bud and them ain't having that part of the contract. Their negotiation skills are terrible. I think he's the type of dude that's, kind of upfront and a clean guy and something that should be enforced, though.
Yeah, I think that should be just automatic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that should be automatic. And as far as I feel like to be honest with you, I feel like any top 10 fight, any top 10 fight, should be VADA testing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how would that affect boxing across the board if every fight?
They wouldn't be able to do it in every fight. It's just too expensive. But if a guy is gonna, so I think about it this way. So if a guy is gonna cheat his way to the top 10, he's gonna end up getting exposed once he gets to the top 10 because he's gonna have to do VADA testing. So if he cheated, so if you make it where, even title eliminators or things like that and title fights all have to do VADA, you can cheat your way all the way up to that point. But if you're not the goods and you got to that point by cheating, you're gonna get exposed once you get to the level, which is gonna deny you the big paydays. So I do think they need to administer something like that. The effect on boxing, I wish they could do VADA testing for everybody and everything, but I look at some of the other drug testing agencies. I'm like, why are you not catching anyone? You know what I'm saying? Why are you not catching anyone? So I don't know. That's a pipe dream, but I think a lot of dudes would get exposed. They had to do VADA testing for sure. But Kiki, to answer your question, it should be VADA testing. It probably is VADA testing. It'll probably come out sometime this weekend or something. Charles Wilson, yes, indeed, my brother's usually at work, but I took off the rest of the week. Yesterday was my birthday, 50 years old, reached the milestone. Thanks for the shout. Charles Wilson, happy birthday to you, good brother.
Welcome to the club, OG.
Reaching that good 5-0, you know what I'm saying? Big shout out to you, bro. Hopefully we are bringing some type of entertainment as far as this boxing thing. And, we talk boxing all day, every day. So hopefully you'll, stick around and become, that boxing family like we are with a lot of other people. Willie G says Spence in 8. Oh, no. Will Stokes, the winner of season 2 of the Boxing Prediction Fantasy League. Big shout out to Will Stokes. He said, yo, what's good, big dogs? What's good with you, big bro? He said, what do you guys make of Ben versus Van Heerden? It's on the same level as Algieri. But I'll let my man Vlog cook on that real quick.
Again, it's a type of fight where you're just building a star, so to speak. It's not a fight that gets you en route or in line for a world title, bro. So again, you building a landscape. You want the light shining bright. You want the velvet carpet laid out. You feel me? You know what I mean? They don't want him walking on a regular, you know what I mean, just house carpet. You got to lay the top line cashmere out for this dude, and that's these type of fights that they're lining up for him. So I'm not mad at the route, and again, he just got to do what he do. He got to make it look spectacular. It can't be no, you know what I mean, just going through the motions type of thing. He got to be a real killer in these sort of fights, and I think he is.
Yeah, that Bentley butter soft, you got to put down for him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For sure. Will Stokes, man, I don't know if any fight topping Wood Conlon for fight of the year. I think that's my fight of the year so far. That was an amazing fight. Just and it's crazy watching Conlon getting knocked out the ring and realizing how many people are not boxing historians. They looked at it like that's never happened before. I'm like, we've seen that dozens of times, like throughout boxing history, like dozens of times. Like, so that's not anything new. And to be honest with you, ain't even nothing to be embarrassed about. To be honest with you, like you get knocked out the ring, all right, cool. Like they gonna stop the fight anyway.
This Hall of Famer's been knocked out the ring.
B-Hop been knocked out the ring. Hussein Rockline been knocked out the ring. Roy been knocked out the ring. Like there's plenty guys for real. Willie G unders are good also. Hold on, he said, yeah, the Showtime fights. Yeah, the undercard joints is
bro. It's that one I got on mine's fight of the year it was a rematch. Old boy I think the Russian got the knockout early in the first one. I can't think of who it was. Goddamn, old boy nasty. It was a Spanish cat, black, dark skin.
You know who else?
Cat.
Yeah, you know what else was a good fight too? What was the damn, what was Shane guy name? We was on live for that too, man. He's getting his ass whipped and he hit him with the money shot at the end. Damn, what's his name? The UK cat. I forgot. It's gonna come to me. Bruce Goals. We just mentioned you, bro. We're gonna hit your lineup either today or tomorrow, man. Vlog wanted to ask you what was your thoughts on Kennedy McKinney. He wanted to know your thoughts on Kennedy McKinney. Just as a fighter, you being a historian that you are. Kiki.
And me too. I'm a historian. Because I'm old.
Yeah. I'm just playing. Kiki, there will be VADA testing. Victor Conte be lying. Yeah, I said it. Like Victor Conte, you know, like you gotta watch. Whenever he started talking, you gotta watch what the agenda is. Bruce Goose shouting out Kiki. Will Stokes, I just saw something about Brooks potentially fighting Swift. What do you make of that, fellas? Brooke and Danny.
It's a couple names. Is you hearing either Ben, you hearing Swift, and you also hearing Garcia.
So, well, the Swift is Garcia.
Oh, I thought he was talking about the other boy.
No, he's talking about Danny.
Yeah, Hurd.
Oh, you talking about Hurd? No.
Well, I mean, you know, he's Swift too. So
yeah. And the thing that's funny, nothing Swift about neither one of them. I don't know how they got it.
You ain't shit. That's mine though, but still.
Yeah.
Oh, here it go. I got it. Sebrio Matisse and Petrius Ian.
The Subriel Matisse fight. Yeah.
That is fight of the year.
Subriel.
But that Russian man, that man, goddamn, bro, he a hard-headed motherfucker. He would not fucking quit.
Yeah, it's some of them foreign dudes, man. They gonna take them shots. You know what I'm saying? Will Stokes X Vlog. Do you honestly believe Tegu is gonna pull it off against Ryan Garcia, or are you just trying to hold firm on your boy?
No, I'm gonna tell you why I think we got a possibility of an upset. This weight situation questions whether this dude is a serious contender and is he like, you know what I mean, back in it either to repub his name to help sell his products, or is he back in it really to be in it? You know what I'm saying? Because either that shit's selling or it's not. And if it ain't selling, bro, you got to refocus, set these fights up, and get your bag back right. Because I'm sure he's the type of dude that's spending a lot of money to promote himself too. Because all that travel, whoop de whoop, this, that, and the third. So I'm again, bro. When you talking catch weight and you done had all this downtime, I'm questioning your intent towards the sport. And to me, that gives a dude like Toggle a real opportunity to step on the gas and take advantage of a psychological situation. And I think he has a physical advantage because he's the elder statesman. Man, you put that old man strength on one of these young boys, they might not react right. They might not take it right. And you talking about attacking the body on a dude like Ryan Garcia, whose body's never been attacked. And Toggle was set up with the height disadvantage to be in a perfect position to make that a key staple in his strategy. Straights to the body, counter hooks to the body. You know what I'm saying? Take something upstairs and you go downstairs. That's a trade-off to me that it might pay off down the road because his chin hasn't been tested to this point. So I don't think Garcia is going to be just this guy that's just going to be beating him around the ring. Man, this is a real opportunity for the homie.
Yeah, I think just to kind of piggyback on that, and Vlog actually brought the weight thing to my attention. I wasn't aware of it at the time. So so the actual weight is 139 pounds. That's a lot. That's a big difference. I could see a pound or two. He still was going to catch smoke, but I could see a pound or two, but not 4. Like that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a whole different weight class. That's a whole different weight class. I don't even look at it as them fighting at 135. I'm like y'all are fighting it. I'm like y'all fighting the junior welterweight. That's the junior welterweight fight. It's basically 140. Because you think about it, they probably got 139 plus probably plus a plus one. It's probably 135 plus one. So even if they come in at 140, they're not gonna get penalized. So I think this is a 140 fight, which completely changes the landscape of this fight. Because yes, Ryan Garcia got with Goosen, and I'm kind of curious to see what technical adjustments he makes with Goosen. But him raising the weight up 4 pounds, it just goes to show he came in. This is fat camp. It's fat camp. So how much work is Joe Goosen actually getting done with Ryan Garcia? Because when you have a fat camp, it's hard to work on technical stuff when you have a fat camp.
Strategy.
Yeah, strategy, things like that.
Because work your main thing is training for whatever weight that you looking to set your range at. You got to still get your conditioning to be able to fight at that weight. So you cutting weight and working on conditioning. Where are you really working on first round strategy, third round strategy? When we step on the gas, studying film. When are you doing any of this?
Yeah, 100%. Kiki say what's up to Bruce. Charles Wilson, he said laughing. Yes, I did. My brother's like an OG. Shout out, brother. I made it. I'm about to apply for my AARP for sure. That's funny.
Hold up,
hey, man. But listen,
these motherfuckers just sent my shit.
Yo, my guy Tree James in the building, man. Big shout out to Tree. Tree, I did not forget about you, bro. I'm gonna send that thing over to you probably over the weekend. I'll probably be able to call you tomorrow so we can set things up. Big shout out to Tree James, man. They got a fight April 16th, man. Staying busy.
That's what's up.
Big shout out to Tree. That card lit too, man. My guy lay him down. Lance lay him down. Williams on that card too. Got a regional title fight in that one as well. So that's gonna be a nice card. Andre Southgate in the building. Big shout out to you, bro. He said here listening. Salute to y'all. Salute to you, brother. He said Tree said, well said vlog on weight. Yeah, yeah, that weight thing is a problem. But the thing is, if Tegu pulls off this upset, I don't want to hear nothing about this week. I don't want to hear nothing about this week because it was initiated by Ryan Garcia. I don't want to hear nothing about no week. If Tegu gets this upset, man, get that man his flowers. Get that man his flowers. You know what I'm saying? Get that man his flowers. Because to be honest with you, it benefits Tegu just as much as Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is not able to make 135. If you're able to make 135, you don't negotiate this. But this is better on Tegu's body too, because he don't have to shed those extra 4 pounds neither. So he gonna come in strong. He gonna come in strong.
And I'm gonna say it to you like this too. He's also the type of dude that's never had let's say training issues from my reading and from my doing my studies on his career. He's a dude that's been consummate as far as conditioning is concerned. The thing with him that he could work on, why that's not so big on their schedule. Yo, power. He can work on developing his power. He can also work on strategy because they're again not so focused on deadlines to cutting weight, because that's so much a part of these fat camps is okay. We got week 1, we trying to get 4 pounds off or whatever, working on pad work and all that traditional stuff, but not again a true game plan. You understand what I'm saying? And when you're on a big stage like this, because this is a guy that again the world don't know about. So how much does Garcia and them know about him? Garcia ain't never been to Africa. He ain't never been across seas, period, bro. Not on no fight shit, bro.
And just to add on to what Vlog's saying, even if Ryan Garcia gets this victory, number one, he's not going to get no major credit for it. Number two, he's going to get criticism for the whole weight thing and all of that. And number three, they're still going to be questioning his commitment to the sport because he asked for this to be at 139 pounds. And we're not picking on Ryan Garcia. Prior boxing history.
I ain't going to lie, bro. I think Goosen called for it because Goosen foreseen that this dude wasn't going to be ready.
I can see that happening. And Goosen, if he did do that, that's smart. It's smart. Like, why? There's no belt on the line, so I get it. But the thing about it is, past history tells you if an A-side guy asks for a fight to be at a higher weight, then there's something going on with them and it's not positive. Like, we've seen it. I mean, we've seen Broner move a fight from 140 to 147. We've seen him have catch weight fights. We've seen Canelo have catch weight fights when it benefits him. Usually it's not good when they're asking for the catch weight, and it's a higher weight. So we just going off of the history of boxing. We're not making it where we're picking on Ryan Garcia, because we're not. You know what I'm saying? Because if there was another A-side fighter that did it, we would say the same thing. Bruce said, when you get that Medicare card, that's when you can start bragging. Oh man, Bruce, hey man, listen, man. Vlog said he want to get your opinion on Kennedy McKinney, man. Just as a fighter, you a historian, man. I love Kennedy McKinney. You know what I'm saying? He Vlog wanted to get your thoughts on Kennedy McKinney. I know you're probably on the road right now. Charles Wilson laughing. Yeah, man. Apparently that Medicare card. You know what I'm saying?
They gonna come in handy, baby.
Hey man, I'm sliding right in with my OG. I need that discount too, man. I got a couple years before I get there.
Get these rooms on discount. These rooms on discount.
I'm trying to get everything 20% off, man. I'm rolling with my guy. You know, say it all day, man. But it's crazy talking about the whole Ryan Garcia thing. I know we're getting a little off topic, but it's important. It's important because if Floyd would have did this, it would have been, oh man, like it'd have been crazy. Like certain guys can't get away with it.
You know how they do that, how Canelo and them created that list.
Yeah.
He'd have had asterisks by fights like that for Floyd. Oh, you wanted it at 152 or something like that.
Right. They'd have made it Effects. Charles Wilson, he said, yes, indeed. Yeah, that Medicaid card, man, for sure. Yeah, but Errol Spence, he looked good in the workout. He looked good. I thought Ugas looked good in his workout. But Ugas, I've never seen Ugas ever come into a fight not in shape either.
Yeah, I
They
don't
both
think
too.
that's a thing for him. I don't think that's something that they can use to their advantage. Like, yo, we can get
Yeah,
him round 8. He starts slowing down, type of thing. Like, he's a
yeah,
guy that seems to pace himself pretty well in fights, especially against a dude with the volume output of Porter. You went toe
yeah,
to toe with Porter a distance, and that's a lot of energy, either
yeah,
defending yourself or trying to answer that. So, and then he
yeah.
had to stalk him. So, I think conditioning wise, he's not a guy that you could say we're going to plan to take advantage of that.
Yeah, they're consummate professionals, and I mean we shouldn't have to thank those guys for that. But there's such flaky stuff going on in the sport that you gotta salute that. You gotta salute that, man, for sure. Bruce said, "I am no historian, but Kenny McKinney said one tough son bitch." Yeah, I Kenny McKinney, man. That was one of them dudes. Whoever he was fighting, they knew they was in for a long night. Like they knew they was in for a long night. Like that's that dude. You see him step in the ring, you be like, "Oh shit." Like, I can't bullshit tonight. You know what I'm saying? And he was skilled on top of that too.
Yeah, I liked him a lot because he could fight in close as far as getting volume off, and I like he had the ability to fight long. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you can be a thin guy but still have a power. You know what I mean? That the frame can still contain some power in it, so you can get
Mhm.
inside, dig into the body, go toe to toe, countering dudes. Yeah, you're a problem in there. Like, so don't sleep on the frame. So you'll look at some of these old clips and be like, look how thin and skinny he is. Man, this dude was a problem in there, man.
Man, those the guys, the skinny guys, the wiry guys, they be the ones be having the most power, man. Like
Coming from
Julian
the shoulder.
Jackson. Yeah, Julian Jackson was wiry. You know what I'm saying? Tito Trinidad was wiry. It's a
Yep.
lot of guys that's wiry. Like Paul Williams was wiry and he had cracks. You know what I'm saying? So we said the fight with Barrera was fight of the year. Yeah, yeah, Bruce. Yeah, yeah,
I remember that one. Yeah.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, but we
Let me
got
let me bring up this next topic though, as we keep this
go
this
ahead,
show
keep it,
going.
go ahead, pitch it off, bro.
We seen the April schedule. If you haven't, look me up on Twitter and take a look at that, man. I think I put it up on the gram too. Outstanding April schedule. But I was digging into what's coming up in June, and it's looking very comparable. And just like you, man, as a fight fan, shit, you looking more forward to April or you looking more forward to June? I mean, because in
Yeah,
June we
already.
supposedly got undisputed. We supposedly got well, not undisputed unification with AJ and Usyk. We got Rahman. We got Schoolboy. You know what I'm saying? It's a few. Oh, we got Baturbiev and we got Smith. You feel me?
Yes.
Some June
Well,
look.
let's run down both months though. I know you gotta
Yeah,
get
let me
off
get
here
let me
soon.
get let me get with
I'll give you April. Go to June, bro. I'll go to April.
uh,
April we got Triple G and Murata. We got Spence and Ugas. And that whole undercard. April 23rd, we got Fury, Dillian White. April 30th, we got Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez, and April 30th, we got Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, plus the undercard on that one as well. So that's a stack. That's a stacked month, and that's not counting with that's not counting. It's a couple fights this weekend as well.
oh yeah, we got the young boy Marco from out there, the young welterweight coming in. He
Mm-hmm.
going up against the dude Jenkins. Stuff sturdy vet, so that should be an interesting fight. See if they can fast track this youngster. Because I was thinking him and Ben supposedly been having some little bit back and forth. So maybe that's something that can develop here in the near next year or so. Like I said, if you looking for this dude to be a strictly a pay-per-view type of guy, a true marquee guy, he's gonna need these rivals. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So he can get a guy like a Mark who with a built-up fan base to be a somewhat rival, and they both still youngsters to a certain extent. You feel me?
yeah. Run down that June for me, player.
All right, we got shit. Hold on, man. They done took me all the way back to goddamn April, bro. Hold on, give me a second.
You
All
got
right,
it,
we
man.
got oh well, late June, early July, Marcelo and Vargas. We got mid June. We got Charlo, Silnicki. Like I said, we got Beterbiev, Joe Smith, Cambosis, Haney supposed to be set for June 4th. We got Fulton, Rahman, June 4th. We got Javante and Romero, May 28th. So towards the end of June. So in that span of late May, early July, June looking pretty good too.
Yeah, I like April's a little more than June, but not by much. Both months, I mean, those are both killer months, man. I hate when people get on and be like, oh well, boxing ain't doing good, boxing ain't doing this, boxing ain't doing that. And I'd be like, no, it's not that. You just haven't entrenched yourself in what's going on in the sport. You know what I'm saying? You listening to a bunch of nonsense going on, mainstream stuff. I'm
Yeah,
like, when
man,
you
that's
get
what I
down
was
to
going
it,
to say. Yeah,
yeah, like I'm
mainstream
like, you want to get
is,
down to the, you want to get
and
down
give
to the
you a
get
dull
down.
point. Yeah, if you're
Yeah,
looking for ESPN and your boxing news, you're gonna get a dull point because they're only
yeah,
looking for the Pacquiao Mayweather sort of fights, and
yeah.
they don't
You
always
got
happen. That doesn't mean that there's not good contests
Yeah,
in between.
you gotta come here. You gotta come here. You gotta come to G5 Jeff TV. You gotta come to, you know what I'm saying, Boxing First Vlog. You gotta go to guys like L Dub Boxing and YSM Sports Media and guys like that, like to really get Bruce Goals, yeah, to really get your boxing fix. You know what I'm saying? Um, we ain't the only one doing it, but we one of the main ones doing it,
Oh, the
for
plug,
sure.
L
So
Dub. He
L
giving us
Dub
the
the plug, like
plug.
you gotta there's places to go to get your boxing knowledge, to get the real boxing
You get
knowledge.
fed to keep your boxing spirits up until
Absolutely.
the major fight party night. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure. He said Bruce Gold says watch that fight, the Barrera fight. No, for sure. I'm
Yeah, I'm
probably
gonna
gonna go
watch
back
that
and
when
watch
I
that.
go to work. I'm gonna watch that
Yeah.
at work. Like good.
Charles said Kennedy McKinney was a beast. Yeah, Kennedy McKinney was a problem. Burt Wiz said, gentlemen, you got $500 to bet on. Depending on what. Charles Wilson, Alexis Arguello was a beast. You know what? Charles Wilson, the thing about Arguello is, of course, he's known for the Aaron Pryor fights, but we don't know how, like, and there's no disrespect to Aaron Pryor, but Aaron Pryor looked like he was on some type of juice. And again, I'm like, it's no different than any other fighter. I'm like, once I know you went the extra mile to get an advantage in a fight, I gotta question your whole career. And I love Aaron Pryor, but when your trainer be like the black bottle, the one I mixed, bro, he has some of the best stamina I ever seen in life. Forget boxing, in life.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Back then, and a lot of athletes did it from like
Yeah,
say late 70s to the mid 80s.
yeah,
Cocaine was the original juicer. It
yeah.
was the
That's a
easy
fact.
juicer. Didn't
That's a
stay in
fact.
your system. If something did come up, you feel me? You get an
Mm-hmm.
injury, they test your blood, things like that. If something did come up back in those days where they didn't do this random testing, but people knew it was stuff out there. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
it's kind
yeah,
of like
it was
baseball.
really that cocaine, man. So he could, man, that watered down, man. You could have been drinking cocaine right out the water bottle, bro.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Alexis Arguello is one of the more skilled guys out there. Gentlemen, you got $500. Your pick Inui or Donaire too. We talking straight money line? I had to be honest with you, bro. If I got $500 and I'm betting Inui and Donaire too, um, whew, Inui's probably gonna be minus what? Couple hundred. I be honest with you, Bert. To make like some real money, I would see what the over under is in terms of rounds. I would probably bet over in the amount of rounds. The over under on rounds might be maybe what you thinking, Blunt, like 9?
I mean, you think like I think when it comes to betting, but I do too many parlays. So if I
Yeah,
was
he talking
a
about a
single
single
better,
joint though.
I'd be winning like a motherfucker. But I do
Yeah.
too many parlays, and it'd be always be that freaking one that kill me. But yeah, in this particular one, I'd be thinking distance, something like that. Because
Yeah, I would bet 500 that it's gonna go the distance. I don't think Inui's knocking out Donaire. And I don't think Donaire is knocking out Inui. If I had to put $500 on something, I would put it on it going the distance. But I had to see the odds though. You gotta Don't take us at our word for that. The numbers tell you where to go. The numbers tell
Yeah.
you where to go. Burt Wood vlog Anui Donaire 2 official for June 7th. Absolutely. That's one of the bigger, bigger
They
fights to be
didn't
made.
have it on this particular schedule I was looking at, but I had it. I think I tweeted that one.
Yeah, that's another one. Charles Wilson. I remember that fight. I watched that as a little fellow on Worldwide of Sports. Worldwide of Sports was like the original HBO. That was the original HBO, like before HBO, Showtime was really making real moves. I think my favorite Worldwide of Sports fight that I watched as a kid was Pernell Whitaker and Roger Mayweather. That was one of my favorites. That was one of my favorites to watch because both got knocked down in that fight. That was Pernell Whitaker's like 10th fight, bro. I'm like, you put him up against the Black Mamba in your 10th fight. That was some gangster shit, bro. That was some gangster shit, man. Fast tracking for real. I was just like, God damn.
For me, it would have been Bernard and Roy.
Yeah. That's another good one.
I don't know. I doubt it. I don't think that was live. I think we got it on like a tape delay. So but it was still, Saturday like afternoon back in the day, right after wrestling went off.
right.
ABC.
Right.
Wild World of Sports. Yeah.
And that was the thing. Like with you, if a fight was on Wild World of Sports, you knew it was a quality fight. You know what I'm saying? You knew it was a quality fight and it wasn't no bullshit. But I remember that the reason why I said Pernell Whitaker and Roger Mayweather, I remember Roger Mayweather's manager put up like $100K on Roger Mayweather for that fight. And that's a lot. That was a lot of money back in the day.
Yeah.
That was a lot of money back in the day.
Right now.
Yeah, they oh my goodness. When he got knocked down in the first round, they flashed the camera past him. He looked like he's about to shit on himself. I mean, he still lost, but I mean, man, like $100K, that was crazy, man. That was crazy. Charles,
I'm peeking into this as we was doing it, man. I'm actually thinking May looked better than June. I mean, we got Undisputed. We got Yoka back. We got Joshua Patisi back. We got Benavidez, Lemieux. We got Andre Parker. May looking pretty good, man. We got Tabiti and some dude named Snyder. But, Tabiti, that guy. So, and Kovalev coming back. Shit, May actually looking better than June. God damn, man. And they talking about boxing ain't shit. Man, fuck y'all, man. Boxing is the shit.
Yeah, you got Benavidez, Lemieux, Joshua Buatsi, and Craig Richards. That's a good fight.
But Coley and Yoka, that's a good one.
Yeah, Coley and Yoka, that's a good fight. Yeah, May stack too, man. Next couple months gonna be lit, man. Next couple months definitely gonna be lit.
Breeders fighting.
Breeders is fighting too.
Alvarez.
Yeah.
Hope my boy Liam fight the end of this month. Oh, Beefy back in there, baby.
That's his guy, man. Beefy Smith. Charles Wilson. He said, yes, it was. I seen all of them fights, the best fights. Yeah, man. Those are the days, man. But no, boxing still keeping it cooking, man, for sure. Burt Wood, Alexis Arguello hit Pryor with a right hand. Pryor eyes went white. Yeah, the thing was, you could tell. I wouldn't be surprised if Aaron Pryor was on that cocaine for both of them fights. He was running through punches like he couldn't. You remember the movie Blow when he took that sniff and was like, I can't feel my face? That's exactly how he was taking punches. It was just like, and I'm like, I don't care how good of a boxer you are. You hit a guy so many times and it looked like they just running through it like a Mack truck, man. Eventually it's going to get to you. You know what I'm saying? It takes a mental wear and tear on you as well. So, yeah, the April was looking good. May is looking good. June is looking good. I think I would take May over June. I wouldn't take it over April, but I would take May over June.
But I'm taking April
because you got to add Tank. You got to add Tank on there for May.
That's why I said when you look at May, as far as like a dude like Breed is coming back, you know what I mean? Definitely a guy that's a fringe pound for pound type of guy. Then you got, like I said, you got a Coley. You got, it's an international. May is more international to me. You got Lemieux, he's an international star. You got Parker, Andre, that's US against UK. So it's more of an international month. You know what I mean? And I like that. You know what I mean? Leon Smith against Jesse Vargas. You can't have more of an international fight than that. You feel me?
Yeah. And Boots is fighting too. And what's that, April?
Oh, he fighting at the end of April. Yeah, some stuff just popped up for the end of April.
Yeah. So
Shakur and them at the end.
I think Boots fighting April. What Boots is on?
No,
Boots is on the card with,
bro. They got your boy lined up to bounce right back. I ain't mad at this one. Chris Colbert and Roger Gutierrez.
When is that?
That's lined up for April. And then don't give an exact.
You said Chris Colbert.
It say Chris Colbert, Roger Gutierrez, 9:00, Cosmopolitan, Las Vegas.
I like Chris Colbert getting right back in the ring. He needs to get right back in the ring. Yeah, man. Brandon Lee, Zachary Ochoa, that's a good fight. Cody Crowley and Josecito Lopez, that's a good fight. That's in April.
Casamayor and Butler.
Yeah, that's a good fight too.
Hardman, that's gonna be a decent one too.
Yeah, Michael Zarafa and Hardman, that's a good fight.
Zarafa, that motherfucker Safar. This girl, Hannah.
Jojo Diaz and Mercito Gesta fighting too. That's a good fight too. That's a good scrap. Scrap.
They said they got the dude named Joel. Is it Joel? I thought it was Joseph. These motherfuckers don't be know how to spell it, pronounce it.
Joel Diaz. Oh, you know what? No, that's not Jojo Diaz. Joel Diaz Jr. No, I thought that was Jojo. That's still a good fight though. That's still a good fight. Who else we got?
Hey man, my dude Odebek lost the other day, man. My young boy, my young Ukrainian cat from no, he Uzbekistanian. He fighting out of Florida though, but his southpaw, man. I mean, I think that's a good loss though. Because if you get one of those in early, you don't want to catch that at 17, 18 and really
it's a learning experience.
Yeah, I think it's a learning experience. This is to the point to me where he needs to turn from being that boxer and trying to be slick on that Loma shit and just sit down, start sitting down on shit, man. Because I've been watching some clips of him, and you know what I mean. I like him though, bro. I like him because he reminds me of Loma, but you know, southpaw. You know, I'm always gonna ride for my southpaw. So I just think it was a learning experience, but I did not. I let that one slip by me and shit. I wanted to do a preview of that, but you know, I was trying to get my energy back up so I could.
Yeah, for sure. When is Boots fighting? When is the Boots fight? He's the co-main on what card? Is he the co-main on the Lupin card? No, that's Tony Harrison and
Garcia. I don't know what card his is on. Is he on No, he can't be on Fundora in them card.
I'm about to check right now.
Hey, the boy Sandor Martin stepping in this weekend. So big shout.
May 14th. May 14th.
Who for Boots?
Yeah, May 14th against Castillo Clayton.
What card though?
On the Charlo Castano card. That's May.
Oh, okay. I like that move.
Yeah,
That's good.
Jay Banks in the building. Big shout out to Jay Banks. Charles Wilson, he said he kept saying the black bottle. I believe they banned the trainer for life. Yeah, I don't think he was able to get back into the ring. Burt Wood, Max Kellerman, or Al Bernstein, your favorite? No, I'm definitely going Al Bernstein. Definitely going Al Bernstein on that one. I like Max. Don't get me wrong. I like Max, but Al Bernstein's a legend.
I don't know, bro. I got to roll with Max, man. I think he got a lot of the boxing stats that this modern day kind of rolls with. Al Bernstein's more of a play-by-play guy to me.
Yeah, it's two different types. Types. I just know.
Like Al Bernstein, he's kind of in a lane. But when you're dealing with a guy like Max, you could set him in 3 different situations, and he's gonna be able to carry his weight. So
Max is more versatile. I think. He's more versatile. I think Bernstein is just more. His name is more synonymous with boxing, and that's only because Max is known for other sports as well. So, But Max, no, Max a young legend in the game too, man. People don't like Max, man, but Max, he's been a part of a lot of like legendary boxing events and things like that. So I would say Al Bernstein for me. Vlog says Max. But
I
they're
say
both great.
Max because Max helped bridge
Yeah,
generations.
I can agree with
Al,
that as well.
Al didn't have the ability to reach out to the next crop coming up.
That's somebody I would like to get on the show. Al Bernstein. That would be cool, man. That'd be super cool. And, we like to talk to non-boxers over boxers anyway. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because they got
yeah.
more stories. You know what I'm saying? But we got it. Yeah, it's a stacked April, a stacked May, a stacked June. And what I want people to not do is if they hear anything from a Jake Paul or any of these other people, man, don't start talking about the sport of boxing as a whole. Isolate that situation and talk about that situation. That's not
Hey,
real
bro. Hey, bro.
boxing.
He can't talk about the sport when he's being a part of what's helping to get the big fights. You know what I mean? He's a major factor in getting one of the biggest women fight in boxing history. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He can't be one to be side tweeting right now. You feel me?
No,
So
that's a fact. That's a fact, man. Burt Wood, we gonna get up out of here in a minute. I know, Vlog, you gotta roll out. Burt Wood said just saying Lennox Lewis calling Fury Wilder fight was crazy. I love Lennox Lewis as a fighter, but Lennox Lewis is one of the main reasons why I watch fights with the mute button on. I can't
see, this is where
stand.
we can Ray disagree. I think Lennox has his moments.
He got a
That's
lot of damn moments, man.
I think he's accurate though, calling a lot of fights. I listen to him on his play by play and reading what's in the ring instead of the narrative side of the game. And I think he's a twinner. Like he'll roll with the narrative because basically it's his job. So, but at the same time, I think his honesty of calling the action still comes out.
Yeah, I think he's for as knowledgeable as he is. You can tell it's him on camera. When you see him do interviews and stuff and he breaks down fights, I love listening to him when it's under that umbrella. But when he's
Is it
actually live,
is it
it
the
seemed
pressure?
like his brain don't work as fast as it does if he's
Is
if
it it's
when
the
he's in an
pressure of the
interview.
moment?
It
It's the,
possibly like because the thing is like you take like an Antonio Tarver. Like when he get on camera, he gonna drop that knowledge on you. Roy Jones, he gonna drop that knowledge on you. You know what I'm saying? And certain guys like that were great fighters, but when they get in front of that camera, they gonna give you that knowledge and they gonna talk to you. Lennox just seemed like he's just had shortcomings in terms of being on camera, but I've heard him in interviews break down fights, and I'm like, yeah, I seen the same thing. I know what you're talking about. I seen the same thing. It's just him on camera. Now he's more now when he was working with Goosen, it was a lot better than when he was working with Sean because him and Sean didn't really complement each other. You know what I'm saying? Where him and Goosen really complemented each other. So Goosen took a lot of the technical stuff that Lennox Lewis was lacking, and he was bringing that to the broadcast. When Lennox Lewis can get his point in here, point in there, and it was cool. Whenever Lennox is on with Sean, I can't deal with it. I can't. I gotta hit the mute button. I gotta hit the mute button.
but
You
I'm
know what
gonna
I'm
tell
saying?
you one of the best of all time, though, in my estimation. And this ain't, you know what I'm saying? This is probably gonna go over a lot of people's head. He was an okay fighter, but I think he was a way better announcer. And that's Sean O'Grady. I mean, he
Yo, that's
carried
that. That's that.
Tuesday
That's
night
that
fights,
Tuesday night
bro.
fight group.
Bro, Sean O'Grady is one of the best play-by-play, just carry the event sort of guy that you can lean on for the night. I don't think he ever got the call up, so to speak. But when you ran so long, he probably didn't even want to go over the NBC Sports or anything like that. I think, you know what I mean? He just rode off into the sunset. But he could have got a call up from HBO or anybody like that at the time, though, because he was that guy, bro, when it came to really just being factual, never came into the fight with the favorites, because that wasn't the sort of platform where you had, per se, house fighters. You know why?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
it moved around so much. It went
yeah.
everywhere, bro. So you
That's
couldn't have a house fighter at all these different events and be supporting them like that. You're just coming to actually do production, call a card, and move out. Like you got this situation with Showtime and ESPN now where, of course, this designed around house fighters, but back then that platform wasn't, and that's why I like it.
I think my favorite duo was Al Albert and Sean O'Grady. That was my favorite announcer tandem. Like they didn't miss. They did not miss, and it didn't matter what kind of fight. And you could tell them dudes did their homework on every single fight that was on Tuesday Night Fights. Man, that's my favorite combo of all time. Al Albert and Sean O'Grady. Like, ain't get much better than that. If you want to get your boxing education, go to Tuesday Night Fights, and they breaking it, and then the chemistry was crazy. Chemistry was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Charles Wilson, boxing got much better. It had its dead spots, but it has gotten so much better. Yeah, boxing been on a high point since last year, man. Boxing been cooking for sure. G5 vlog, your favorite fight callers that's honest. Al Albert and Sean O'Grady for me. I don't know. You got a favorite announcer combo?
Yeah, that's me. That's if I could put Sean O'Grady and Max Kellerman together.
Oh, it'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. Yeah, the best combo of all time probably would have been Al Albert, Sean O'Grady, and I would say Max Kellerman, and then maybe have Roy Jones as the
that's what I was gonna say.
The unofficial judge.
I would have had Roy in there. I would have had Al. No, not Al. I would go Max. I would go Sean and Roy, just to give it a balance. You know, we gotta have a little melody in there.
I would even go Al Albert, Sean O'Grady, and even if I couldn't get Roy, give me Tarver. Tarver would have dropped that. He'd have been dropping that.
No, I ain't gonna lie. You know who been my dude lately? I'm feeling Sean Porter behind the mic, bro.
You know the thing about Sean? Sean is a lot better on his podcast than he is
because
when he's on TV because he has no restrictions. That's restrictions.
My point. See, this is a modern day of narrative
pushing
right lines. So you can't be natural with it like we are on this podcast, trying to be honest but not be disrespectful or too blunt or too brash. So he's a guy that can do that. He has a great personality. So as far as this new school, and you wanted to throw a new guy in that mix to try to get the best anchor team you could, man, that shit, man, you gotta go with Sean Porter. I like what Abner's done. I like him for the Latin side. Abner.
I think Abner Morris. You know who else is tough? That Showbox crew. Showbox crew is tough. Like actually, I think they might be my favorite right now.
Really? Yeah.
And that's who is that? That's Raul Marquez. And who's the main guy on Showbox? Showbox announcer. See, now I gotta look it up because I'm not remembering the other name. I know it's Raul Marquez. No, that's not Morrow. Showbox boxing announcers. Because they trying to give me Showtimes. Yeah, I'm pulling it up. They got
because it's separate.
Yeah. Hold on. No, they giving me Showtime Championship Boxing. I don't want that.
Hey, what's the boy name with the glasses?
Barry Tompkins and Raul Marquez, man.
Yeah.
They bring that smoke
from the MMA. Because I first knew
Mauro. His name is Mauro Ronaldo. I like Mauro, man. No,
I'm talking about the white boy with the glasses, and he get real animate.
Yeah, that's him, Mauro Ronaldo. Yeah,
that's his name.
Yeah, they're talking about the Showtime dude to be bringing. He be bringing the little hip hop joints and all that. Yeah, Mauro Ronaldo. Yeah. I like him. He got like some type of condition or something too. Like I don't know.
He looked like his name Peter Bernstein. Like that's a unique name.
He said he looked like a Peter Bernstein.
Yeah, he do. That's no cap.
Look like Stewie. He look like he play still.
I ain't mad at that.
Oh man, yeah, nah, but I like that Showbox crew. Yeah, Al Albert and Sean O'Grady. That was it for me, man. Like I got a lot of my boxing education off of Tuesday night fights, and and I mean that we talking back, you know, man. I still remember Ivan Robinson and Arturo Gotti. And I got that on camera too, man. When Ivan Robinson was on the show, and he was talking about how they was hassling him for the Gotti rematch. Like soon as he won the fight, he was like the next day they was on his line. And I'm gonna get him back on here so he can actually tell that story again. That was actually, I forgot what episode that was. That was a legendary podcast, bro. And I was on Dolo too. I was on Dolo. I was in there. It was crazy, bro, because I had Padman on first, and then Padman jumped off. And matter of fact, no, I had Ivan Robinson on first. So then I got Ivan Robinson off, and I put Padman on because I think I had to holler at him about something. I don't know if it was about Haney. I forgot who it was about, but I had to holler at Padman about something. So I took Ivan Robinson off. I put Padman on, and Padman was like, yo, why you take Ivan Robinson off? Like, I never met him. I want to meet him. Like, I want to talk to him. Ivan Robinson never left the lobby in the back on StreamYard. He was still there. So I'm like, bro, you want to jump back in? He like, all right, cool. And then I'm in there chopping it up with them two for about a good 45 minutes, man. That was like legendary stuff, man. And Padman was like, he was trying to come down to Philly, man. He's trying to come down to Ivan Robinson's gym and Bosey's gym. I said, we would need extra cameras for that, man. Like that'd be, oh my god, like him and Bosey.
Yeah, why we ain't put the joint up while we was talking? I thought you was gonna do that.
Oh, bro, we got sidetracked like a mug too. Don't you gotta get ready to leave for work?
We gonna start adding stuff to these lives, man. We gonna try.
Yo, I'm gonna show y'all what we were going to share. And we was messing around with this. Like before the show started, and we just started chopping it up, and we just didn't like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, let me take. So I got you. Yeah, like so we literally was gonna show the actual, the actual workout. I think Shane threw me off, man, because I was gonna do it right off the rip.
Oh yeah, he jumped in. Yeah, that's right.
I think Shane threw me off a little bit, and we kind of just went on a whole different route. But let me, I'm gonna
pay it back so we can see your boy.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah, so this was Earl Spence a little bit earlier today, media workout. And
answer me a question right
yes,
quick while we're looking at him.
Yes,
what you think he should do? Keep a orthodox plan or stick to a certain thing and just run that the whole fight? Or should he?
I think he should just fight his fight. Like he should just fight his typical Spence. Don't abandon the jab. I've never seen Spence abandon. Actually, you know what? In the Sean Porter fight, he abandoned the jab because he was trying to. Okay, I see. All right, we here. I see where you're going.
He was trying to counter against Porter. That's what I'm saying. Like, if he sees something from Ugas, does that make him like start playing chess too much, or just stick to what you do?
Yeah, I think if Spence just stick to what he does, as long as he doesn't abandon the jab and he goes to his normal process of trying to actually master the distance between him and Ugas, I think he'll be fine. Hold on, let me say this real quick. As a disclaimer, we are showing this video really just to do commentary. We are not showing this video trying to violate anything or anything like that. So I want to make that very clear. This is completely legal. This is completely legal when you're using it for commentary. Fair Use Act commentary. And we got it on mute, man. But this is Earl Spence basically during his workout session, media workout session. And let me run through the comments.
Yeah, we got that done. Quick question for you while you strolling.
Yeah.
Who you think looks stronger currently? Like who looks stronger?
I mean, Spence looks like the stronger guy because he's physically more put together.
Is he more cut?
Like,
Because it's the
yeah,
cut.
he's more cut. Yeah, it's more the cut. But Ugas is wiry. Like Ugas is wiry. So you'll never see he's defined. Don't get me wrong, but he's just Spence look like he gonna be on the front of one of them muscle magazines and shit. Like he like it looked like somebody drew him up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like it's
superhero
crazy.
type shit.
Superhero type shit. Right.
Comic book dude. Yeah, I got you.
Right. Charles Wilson said, yes, he was, brother. Burt Wood, Ward, or Bradley, or Porter fight callers. All right. So Burt Wood, I'm not a Bradley fan. I feel like he's kind of caught in an identity crisis. 1 minute he's kind of lax, the next minute he's like extra hype. And I'm not feeling Burt Wood. I'm not feeling Tim Bradley because they took my darn lab coat shit and ran with it, man. So I'm always gonna feel some type of way about
I
that.
ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't seen them putting that up in a minute. So I think
Nah, I had my people holler at his people and you know what I mean we behind the
We
scenes
don't want
and
to take nothing to the courts. We ain't want to take nothing to the courts.
yeah, we ain't want to go there. You know what I'm saying? I think Ward has to be with the right people. I feel like if Ward needs a Max Kellerman. He needs a Max Kellerman.
Can I
And
be
then
honest?
yes, sir.
That's my town partner. You understand me? Anybody know me? I'm East Coast born, West Coast raised, town business.
Right.
He don't got the personality. Town dudes are where flamboyant with it. You feel me? Like mouthpieces extraordinaire. You feel me? Like over the top with it. You feel me? Like we don't want you to understand us. We want you to overstand us. You dig?
Right.
So
right.
He don't fit that mold from where he's from. Based on what he shows us on screen. So I don't know he has the personality to carry a boxing event, bro, because you're still part of the entertainment of boxing.
Right. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So Ward, I think Ward needs the right complement of guys with him. He can't hold the show by himself. For sure.
His podcast would flop.
Yeah, for sure. Hold on. At Burt Wood in football, 92% will watch the other team. If you say John, I'm assuming you're saying John Madden. Burt Wood. He said 92% in football, 92% would watch the other team if John Madden was calling the game. Yeah, but that's legendary. You know what I'm saying? But he had the right combination though. His partner was the right combo. You know what I mean? The combo is so important. It's like people be like, yo, we watch the Goodfellas podcast because of the chemistry that you got with Blunt or the chemistry you got with Blunt and Shane. Like the chemistry is so important. You can't just put anything together and it's going to mix. You know what I'm saying? You can't just put anything together and it's going to mix. Charles Wilson is going to be a good fight, but Ugas is very dangerous and disciplined. He's definitely going to have to be disciplined in this fight. But Charles Wilson, my question, and I guess, Vlog, I can pitch this to you. What kind of discipline are we talking? What's the best type of discipline to show against a guy that's king of discipline?
I don't know if discipline going to be the right word for Ugas. In this particular fight, he's actually going to have to pull a Porter.
I agree. 100%.
Balls, let them hang out, bro. You know what I mean? This is it for you. Not like it's it in boxing, but this is it. This is that moment, so to speak. You feel me? That catapulting moment. So you can't be in there too technical. You don't want to go in there like that, bro. You want to be aggressive from start to finish. And if anything, you want to be the bull. I don't think you want to play that sort of boxing match he was doing with Pacquiao. Like I thought he played a boxing match that he luckily won. Pacquiao didn't look as fresh as he had in more recent fights, so that didn't help him when it came to the scorecards either. But you can look at Ugas's face when he boxes. I think he sets himself up to be countered, to be out jab. If he fights like he did with Porter, you can apply pressure. You can almost take the other fighter out of their game plan because you're steadily in their face and they're having to reset and things like that. So to me, that's the best way to go for him. He don't want to try to go jab for jab. He don't have a punch selection to outbox Spence. Like his punch arsenal is 3 at best, 4. I give him 4 punches, and that's it.
Yeah,
So,
he's gonna have to throw a lot of 3s and 4s because Spence really don't punch with his guy. He let a guy finish and then he go. He going to throw a lot of 3s and 4s and get out the way and try to get rounds that way. The way he stood in front of Manny Pacquiao and threw those 1-2s and kind of just had different variations of the right hand. He ain't gonna be able to get away with that, Spence.
that's what I said.
You got to get in, you got to get out. You know what I'm saying?
Stay in.
Or stay in. Yeah, like he's gonna have to do something a little different. Let me take this off real quick, bro. All right, so that's something that we trying to add on, like bring more video to the podcast and things like that. So just let us know what y'all think about that.
Next one, we got the big one coming up next week. So what we'll try to do is add some we want to do a breakdown of Ryan and Tegu. So Tegu been busy this week, man. I talked to him on IG, so he in contact, and I appreciate him on the lookout for replying because he's been busy. He said he actually doesn't control his social media, so
I figured
that when he took the time to actually do that in the midst of his training, because he was on the way to running when we was chatting, and it was like, yo, do your thing, bro. Don't let me hold you up. So hopefully we can get him in with us in the near future, maybe after the fight or something like that, and he get his handheld raised. But what we want to do on the channel is add some of the training stuff where it's kind of less of the copyright situation and things like that. Or if we'll talk about older fights.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to holler at Bruce Schools, because I seen Bruce Schools
YouTube. Anything on YouTube, we good.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. If I'm pulling up a video that's actually on YouTube right now, can I use it?
Yes, we can. Anything on YouTube.
All right, so what we gonna start doing?
Yeah, we don't use the volume. We just want the video.
We just want the visual. So what we gonna start doing? We're gonna start showing different clips and things while we're talking about these fighters. Again, that was my fault earlier. I kind of once Shane came on, like kind of just threw me off a little bit. But Burt Wood said, "Vlog, glad you're going live, bro. Hope you feel better." Hey man, we scrapping. We scrapping every day. We scrapping every day, bro.
Bro, I tell you, man, I'm telling you, I'm hard to get rid of, bro. I done been through some shit, bro. He ain't going nowhere,
bro.
Man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a scrap, man.
We just went through a process where we didn't know what was going on,
and we still don't.
Like we still don't. But I could, Burtwood, I didn't hear from him, so I shut everything down until I heard from him, and that's a fact. Like,
but what it was though, whatever is going on is fatiguing process. You feel me?
Yeah.
So my energy wasn't there, but like my girl been, you know what I mean, getting these fruits and things like that, and I switched the schedule, so I'm doing less of the physical work as far as my job is concerned. So
yeah,
I'm like, you know what I mean, got some downtime. Yeah. You can see me, I'm back posting again. So I'm kind of getting whatever energy I got left. I'm kind of using it to my advantage to still be part of life. You know what I mean?
So that's the thing.
Hey, as I get old, bro, I just don't want to smell like pee.
Yeah, if you smell like one of my nephews, man, I'm mad to smack the shit out you, man.
You remember the old school dude? He used to walk by the deli. I'm like, damn, man, it smell like pee, man. I don't want to be that dude, man. I don't smell
man, yeah, man. But we, you know what I mean? It's a daily scrap, man. But, you know, my big bro good, I'm good. He said, Ugas going for Spence eye. So, with that, he can't be too focused on that because I'm pretty sure that's going to get him countered.
That's tick-for-tacking.
Yeah, and Spence is one of the best. Now, people criticize him for not throwing with guys. You're actually not supposed to be throwing with your guy, like especially when you don't have a speed advantage. You actually supposed to be catching and shooting. That's what you should be doing. You should be catching and shooting. And Spence is one of the best catch and shoot guys in the sport. So that's why I'm saying Ugas got to be real careful. He has to find out what's
Spence
working.
Was up there with a dude like Callum Smith. You know, that's what he's known for. He didn't do it so much against Canelo, but That's something that he was known for, a dude that'll let you get off. It's
didn't get
almost like
his off.
absorbing that and giving you the
Right.
return. You feel me? So
Correct.
that's what Spence does, and he hasn't gotten a lot of credit for it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100% facts. 100% facts. Charles Wilson said, he said, I mean, he has to be very determined and hungry and bang to the shoulders and chest and stomach and use his jab and come hard when close. I like that strategy. I like that strategy. The thing about Spence is not, the one time that he actually had to think about defense was against Sean, and Sean made him adjust. And I'm like, credit to Spence, he adjusted. It took him a while, but he adjusted. So Ugas is gonna have to do something similar. And the first thing we got to find out is can Ugas take Spence shot?
Can I tell you? I'm gonna tell you something real quick, bro. I don't get a lot of credit for my technical understanding, and I'm telling you, Ugas, his diversity, non-diversity in his punches is going to hurt him in this fight. Because if you look at Spence's natural defense, he's a long arm guy that is only subject to the cleanest uppercut. But because he kind of tweaks his gloves also in that high guard, he's not always earmuffed. He does tweak his defense. This guy, man, he don't have a left hook to the body. His body punches are literally uppercuts, bro. And if you're trying to eat at this dude, you're going to be eating shots to his elbows. Your hand might be affected in this fight. Because literally, he does not throw left hooks or right hooks to the body. He does not. He might throw a stab jab to the body or something like that, but that's not going to help you because of how long Spence's arms is. He's going to have to look for some sort of overhand. He's going to have to really find a punch that he can try to use in this fight that he hasn't used, because you want Spence and them kind of looking for what they used to, but catching something that they not. You feel me?
Right.
So when you got 4 punches, man, I hope to God that they working on the 5th, because it's going to be that 5th punch that'll change the fight for him. Because if you really look at Ugas's punch selection, bro, it's the same 4 punches.
Yeah, and the thing is, he only threw 2 of them punches against Pacquiao. There's a jab and a different variations on him.
With me.
Yeah, jab and different variations of the right hand. Now he couldn't miss with that right hand, but Spence a different monster from Pacquiao. Like, we can all agree Pacquiao was not Pacquiao that night, and you can determine whether that was Vada or age or both. Yeah. But he wasn't Pacquiao in that fight, and I mean, he was just switching up the trajectory of those right hands midway through. He didn't really had no real power on him. He was just, but he was touching him. He just kept touching him, and that's why Pacquiao's face looked like that the next day, because he just kept hitting him with that right hand.
Ugas got dinged up too, and that's by
old man.
So I mean, you getting a young bull that's coming off a rest, some good rehabilitation, and you know that with the bag that they got, he was getting the elite medical conditioning, therapy, all that kind of shit, man. That alone is almost part of boxing training to a certain extent. They pre-prepping you for your training camp, bro. So bro, he probably came in ready. It might. Yes. I think Spence inside 9.
I got
on the ref stoppage. Ugas a tough guy. Ugas a tough guy.
I think Spence by UD. But I think it's going to be about 3 different times in that fight where the referee going to be close. Okay. I just think Ugas. Yeah, I think Ugas is just. I don't think Ugas has enough sting on his shots to get Spence's attention. So eventually, Spence is going to go in the typical Spence move, jab, walk down, and really start throwing heavy shots toward midway through the fight, towards the back half of the fight. And I can see your prediction coming to fruition as well, because if Spence is on his game and he's investing in that body early, because Ugas ain't really, I don't think he's going to be fighting on the back foot like that. He can't fight on the back foot like that, because he's going to get 12-0 if he fights on the back foot. against Spence.
I lean towards my stoppage due to damage, not per se the like Spence gonna really clip him with this tremendous power. I think it's gonna be because if you looked at Ugas's face, he was eating and Pacquiao wasn't really consistently putting the combos together.
He wasn't
That was
consistently
for
touching
one
him.
and shot here, 2 shots there type of thing. So
Yeah,
that wasn't a traditional 7, 6 to 8 punch combination Pacquiao be getting these guys with to build damage up or to get to his KOs. So he was doing that just off of the one slinger. So what a dude like Spence gonna do that's a combination guy. And if you really split, if you look at it from Spence, and people say you don't counterpunch. This is the fight you can counterpunch because you can choose what punch is coming and decide what to return it with because you know he only has 4 punches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you can 100% counterpunch more in this. And Ugas is not a combination puncher. If you say combination, you mean 1-2. Yeah, he's a 1-2 guy. He'll either throw the 1-2 up top or he'll throw that double uppercut sort of body sternum shots that he throws. So
he beat Ramos with 2s and 3s and little subtle movements to the side. The reason why he beat Ramos and beat him the majority of the rounds is because he kept on making Ramos have to reset. And Ramos is not. He was beating him to the punch and he was making him reset, man. And by the time Ramos was figuring things out, round was over. You know what I'm saying?
Round was over. Going later on when Ugas got tired, like towards the end, like 8, 9, he got a little going, but by then Ugas had lost that pivot and he was just you kind of rolling back more and doing the step back game. So it looked like Ramos was coming on a little bit more. I remember that fight.
Yeah, and he was so I think he was still trying to figure out the footwork. By the time he figured out the footwork, he just forgot how his hands work. We was pissed off because he was like, yo, like, why is you not throwing shots? Just let him go. Let him go. But he was so conscious of like Ugas full step to the left, full step to the right. His actually Ugas pivot game was on point in that fight.
Yeah,
his pivot game was on point in that fight, and that's what got him that fight. Because that's not Abel Ramos is a better fighter than what he showed that night.
I think he's
way better fighter
than Ugas. He
way
just
better fighter.
He lost the strategy fight. He lost the attack, the way you attack a certain fight. You know what I mean? With him, when Ugas was doing the pivot, he should have just took a step back.
And see, he's not used to that. That's and what I think, even when Ramos fought Santa Maria, I felt like a half step back or a half step to the side would have helped him out a lot. Because what was happening was Santa Maria, he started timing Ramos coming in because he was coming in the same way every single time.
And the same speed.
Every single time. And you could tell nobody's actually taught him how to change the speeds. When you change in speeds, you're naturally going to change levels. If you're changing levels, it's harder for your opponent to read you.
Yeah,
and you'll be able to get your shots off better.
Yeah, to either defend it or to set up a attack off of your speed level.
Right. And you know what I'm saying? Like, so you can tell everything is same speed, constant. And it don't matter if you got world-class speed or you slow. If you come in at the same speed and you're not changing the levels and changing the angles, you're going to get timed. You're going to get timed against the right opponent. You know what I'm saying? That's why guys that are slower guys, when they change the levels, they're just as effective as a guy that's super fast. You take a Danny Garcia, he's been effective his whole career because he changes the levels. Take a guy like Joe Joyce, one of the slower guys you're ever going to see in the ring, but he changed the levels so much, he's actually versatile. You know what I'm saying? He's actually harder to read because he changes the levels. But you got a guy like Amir Khan, super fast, but he don't change the levels. You got a guy like Chris Colbert, super quick, but he don't change the levels. You know what I'm saying? Like, so changing levels and changing up your speeds is essential in the sport of boxing, especially when you're going up in weight. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very important. But we gonna close this thing out, man. We done been on here for an hour and a half strong. We got a busy week next week. We got a couple fights this weekend just to hold us over. But we got a boatload of fights next week, man, and we gonna have to be on I think I'm going. I think we going on all 5 days next week. We gonna have to go on all 5 days next week, man.
I'm gonna do my best to
Yeah, I know. Well,
yeah,
you got the red carpet. You know what I'm saying? But I
yeah.
think I gotta make an appearance.
Bro, I'm trying to get back, bro. I got to do turn these blood tests in the morning after work, so
Okay.
I'm gonna do my part, and hopefully these medical people do their
Yeah.
part, and you know what I mean,
Yeah.
just keep the fight going, bro. You know what I mean, and
Absolutely. But
this
we
this
got.
type of stuff is energy, man. You know what I mean, all the shout outs in the chat and the fam looking
Yeah.
out like that, you know, just thoughts and everything. You know what I mean, OG appreciate it. You feel me? And that's
For
real shit.
sure. For sure, my man Chris G in the building said you already know how I feel about drug testing. Yeah, I already know, man. Drug testing is very important in the sport of boxing, man. Like it just separates the bullshit from the real. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
if I'd gotta do all the damn testing, let them do it. You know what I'm
To
saying?
me, it separates the check chasers from the real boxers.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. So we got a busy week next week. We're gonna try to do as many podcasts as possible. I'm actually gonna
Adding
get
the
back,
videos,
start doing these regular videos.
support the conversation. Like the videos that we're gonna be adding in our lives are gonna support the conversation. So it's
Yeah,
not gonna be no copyright shit. We ain't stealing
yeah,
nobody work or nothing like that. So you
yeah.
feel me?
So we can and with the the Fair Use Act, you can use another person's video if you're using it for commentating purposes. So I'm probably gonna have to get a banner or something that I gotta put up on the screen while we running some of these videos, kind of similar to that one.
Yeah.
Go follow my man Boxing First Vlog on his YouTube channel. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
speaking
saying?
of that, bro, I'm a should be able to do some reactions to these low key cards that's going down this weekend. Like I said, we got that Marku fight that I'm kind of looking forward to. Ain't seen
Yeah.
that dude in a minute. I think I seen like his fifth fight or something like that, and that might have been a clip on YouTube. But yeah, I
Hmm.
ain't seen the dude in a minute. But yeah, he's a guy that's kind of on the radar over there, like an Archie Sharp type of guy. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y'all can check that out on Dazan if y'all got that subscription, or just look forward to the
I
recap videos on the channel, bro. Because I'm gonna do
yeah.
something.
And the people that's tripping about the price of the zone, man. To be honest with you, bro, I'm like that's the same price. It's the same price of a Showtime and an HBO subscription.
Hey, big no, let me. I ain't gonna lie. Big shout out to my dude Ty Goo and Ryan Garcia. They got this shit on pay per view in Canada.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's like they
Shout out
get
to Ty
boxers.
Goo.
Boxers get to the bag, man. They get to the
Yeah,
bag because
bro.
there's so many regions where not everywhere has it free. Not everywhere has it pay per view. So they gonna get to the bag regardless. It's
Get
just
to
a
the
matter of
bag,
where they
bro.
gonna get the bag from. You know what
Get
I'm
to the
saying? That's
bag.
why it's a universal sport. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's a universal sport. Charles Wilson said, "Be cool and safe and elevated, brothers." Charles Wilson, man, we appreciate you rocking with us for an hour and a half, man. Hopefully, you'll be on here every single time. I don't know if you following us on social media, man, but that's a must. That's a must do. Um,
Hey,
matter
y'all
of
know
fact,
y'all can watch the live on my channel too, so it don't matter what channel
yeah.
I'm on, man.
So
You can
matter of
slide
fact,
through it on mine, same chat, everything. You feel me? So
yeah. So matter of fact, I'm glad you said that because if you're not on G5F TV checking out the podcast, you can go to Boxing First Vlogs channel, check out the podcast. If you on Twitter, you can go to my Twitter. It's on, it's on live on Twitter. Now I know they have like the Twitter Spaces, but we don't do Twitter Spaces. We just put the podcast up just straight to the page. You know what I'm saying? So you can watch it, and we on Twitch as well if you're rocking with Twitch. So we got a lot of different things going on. We got a lot of things cooking. We got to have a board meeting as far as season 3 of the Boxing Prediction Fantasy League. We're going to get that up and going very soon. We got a very, very
yeah, bro, you should be
major
having that
sponsor.
one up this week, bro.
Yeah, we got to get season 3 started. Major sponsor for season 3, man. So we're gonna have a quick board meeting at some point, probably next week. Figure out the new rules and things like that. Get more efficient in terms of like the points and how they getting calculated and all that. Try to make it automated where it's not so much pressure on Shane in regards to that because that's a lot to be counting for one person. and I ain't got the time to be doing this. So we're gonna have to figure out something to try to make it automated and basically go from there. But once we figure that out, we're gonna announce season 3. We're gonna announce the sponsor for season 3, and it's gonna be multiple winners this time. I know Joseph Wilt won season 1. Will Stokes won season 2. We're gonna have several prize. We of course we have a main winner, but we're gonna have several prizes for second place, third place, fourth place, fifth place, depending on how many people is actually in the league, man. We trying to get up to 100 people. We trying to get up to 100
75 to
people in the league,
100.
75 to 100 in the league, man. So even if you know somebody that's in the boxing and want to get into the league, man, have
It's
them
free.
subscribe. Yeah, it's free. Have them subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the site, and you
Get
know,
some new articles coming too. Got some
yeah,
new
we got a
articles.
lot of stuff like just cooking, and
Back in it, baby.
yeah,
Back in it.
we back in it, and we gonna run it like that. But you can follow VP Shane at I_M Shane the number 1. Again, that's I_M Shane the number 1 on exclusively on Instagram. I gotta get my young buck on other platforms. We'll work on that. And he was on for a couple seconds, man, but I know it's killing him not to be on with us. That's one thing I can say about Shane. This is probably one of his favorite things to actually do is get on here and actually chop game with us. So hopefully, he'll get his connection right soon and be able to jump on with us. Y'all can follow me all over the place, man. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, G5Jeff TV. We got the website, G5JeffTV.com. Vlog definitely gonna have articles coming. I'm gonna have a couple of them coming. I gotta get Shane to get back on, and people that's interested in writing for the website, you can hit us up, contact at G5JeffTV.com, contact at G5JeffTV.com. In the future, we're gonna start having people going out to fights as well, covering fights for the channel. Not only this channel, but vlog channel as well. If you're interested in doing that, hit us up, media at G5FTV.com. That's media at G5FTV.com. I don't care what you do. If you're a cameraman, hit us up. You a cameraman, hit us up. A videographer, hit us up. You an editor, hit us up. Media at G5FTV.com. We always looking to bring new people on. We can definitely use the support, for sure, man. There's so much boxing going on, man. It's
It's
hard.
hard
It's
to cover
hard.
it all by
It's hard
yourself.
to cover it all by yourself, man. And that's why I might, when you see me, you're gonna see Vlog and you're gonna see Shane. Like it's impossible to do it on your own. And if you think somebody's doing it on their own, trust me, it's like rappers. They got ghostwriters. You understand what I'm saying? At least I'm showing you who I'm working with. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like I'm not hiding it. I'm not
yeah.
hiding it at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? This ain't no one man band. It never will be. So listen, on behalf of VP Shane, aka Ice Cold Shane, Boxing First Vlog, aka the General, aka Blunt Bayless, aka Mr. 1K, and your boy G5 Jeff TV, aka G5, aka 5, aka the Guru, on behalf of the staff. We gonna see y'all probably maybe what?
Monday.
Yeah,
Let's do a
yeah,
cameo Sunday if we can.
yeah.
If
We'll do a cameo. We'll do a cameo Sunday. Follow us on social media. We'll drop when we're coming on. When we gonna do the cameo? We're gonna do a cameo sometime this weekend. But the actual episode 76 of the Goodfellas podcast is gonna return on Monday. Um, And
start.
cameos don't be the podcast. When we pop
No,
up
no, no.
cameos lives, they're a whole separate thing.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
whole separate thing, and we just chopping it up as a different
Yeah,
type of.
cameos is we gonna hit a topic and we gonna be
We
gone.
gonna get out.
And we gonna
Yeah, we
take a
getting
lot of your
in.
time. You feel me?
Yeah, we getting in and we getting out. And also
Yeah.
before we go, look for collabo regular videos too. And ain't nobody doing it. You're gonna start here first. So you're gonna see collabo regular videos with Vlog and myself. Vlog, it might even be joints with Vlog and Shane, and we dropping it joints with me and Shane. And we're gonna start doing bring the lab coat videos back, man. But they're gonna be collabo joints, and you're gonna see us doing collabo videos with a couple of people, man. Like DT3 the Boom, man. We're probably gonna do a couple with him. Stay Ready Boxing, do a couple with him. We'll probably do a couple joint ventures with probably Kiki Kiki and Ashley, YSM, Boxing Source, Trendsetter Boxing, Pound for Pound. I mean, you name it. I mean, there's so many people. I mean, Boxing Lowdown and Lori. It's so many guys that we.
Philly 213 in there. The whole,
Yeah. Like it's
get
so many
Toby back
people.
on.
Yeah, get Toby back on. Like, so we got so many people that we can do regular videos with,
To
man. People don't
expand
do
the channels.
exactly. So we don't people do regular videos and they expecting to hear one voice. You rarely see regular videos and it's an actual collabo. So we're gonna start doing that and start bringing that to the table. But we kind of the kings in bringing new stuff to the table anyway when it comes down to this YouTube boxing thing anyway. And one more thing before we go, we're gonna start having we're gonna start doing shows where we're actually have watch-alongs for old fights, like any fights that was controversial as far as scorecards and things like that, or was this controversy period. We're gonna pull them joints up. We're gonna watch them on on the channel. Now, that might be a situation we might have to charge y'all for that one. That's gonna be might have to charge y'all to might have to charge y'all a little. Yeah, might have to charge y'all some beer money at the door for that one. Because if we watching Canelo Triple G 1 and 2, man, that's gonna be a long ass. Because we're gonna be basically running them fights in each round. Run your scorecard, and when we get finished watching the fight, we're gonna all have a conversation about that. So that's gonna be like a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? So we might have to charge y'all some beer money at the door for that one. But that's gonna be something that's like exclusive, and we probably going to come up with some fights that we want to run back that were controversial fights. It ain't got to be like a controversial scorecard, just a controversial fight, period. If y'all want to pull up Chavez Senior and Meldrick Taylor, we could do that too.
Man, you know don't get me to talk about Pernell and Chavez. So
so we can talk about that.
On the list.
Yeah, so we can definitely talk about that. So we're trying to expand and take things to the next level, but it's just all these things require time, and we grown men. You know what I mean? We grown men. We got lives. So we grown men with a schedule. We ain't no bums. You know what I'm saying? So
this is a house, nigga.
Yeah, bums got all the time in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like we got lives and responsibilities. So it's just we just trying to coordinate it and get things right, man. But listen, man, on behalf of VP Shane, Boxing First Vlog, and your boy G5 Jeff TV, we're gonna make a cameo this weekend. But episode 76 will be back Monday for sure. So appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all Monday.